Welcome back, everybody. It is time for box 3 of our Carbonite case for Legends of the Force. We've had a very good run so far, and we're going to hope to keep it up. Let's start with pack 1, and we're going to move at a probably pretty good pace here to try to get things done before our events tonight. I'm going to start with a Kit Fisto. I think he's going to be a great draft leader. Alright, Drain Essence, that's a good way to gain the Force out of an event. We're going to go into Pong Krell. Into our first Yoda. We didn't pull a Yoda in any of the other boxes. This is Tier 1 Prestige, and it is very, very good. Shinhati. Hyperfoil, Kiad.
Okay. Yeah, I'm finding everything fine.
Oh, okay. Wait, down the question, just down back here.
No problem.
Third Sister. We've been seeing a lot of Third Sister. We could see a little bit less of Third Sister, and we would be good. Oppo Rancis, all legendary, able to gain almost every keyword under the sun. Into a Tier 2 Ezra Bridger. I'm going to go in the Kanan deck. Pardon the noise while Jeremy cleans up his mess here.
Sorry.
You're all good.
Like it was in my way.
That's how we run a store. Jeremy's over there cracking stuff for the store case. Doing pretty much the same what I'm doing.
Yeah, except you're doing better.
My pulls have been on point. I cannot deny. We've got Kit Fisto's Aether Sprite to go with the Kit Fisto pulled into a Tier 1 Pong Krell. Villain Jedi.
This box actually pretty sucks.
Rare Time of Crisis. Rare Side. Alright. Doing okay. We've hit only one legendary so far.
I just can't get away from this guy.
You can't get away from that guy. He's got another showcase. He's got the Grand Inquisitor over there. Alright, Kanan Jarrus, that's who we want to see. That guy is really cool. Oh, that's a starter card. Need to pay attention to those. I know I've been missing a lot of them. Into Savage. Oppress. Will of the Force. Oh, there we go. First Vader. Here's a hyperspace. Alright, that's what we want to see. We want to see hyperspace and hyperfoil versions of legendaries we haven't seen yet. That's for sure. Well, if you can find a way to ambush Darth Vader, he then becomes the most powerful unit in the set. But
What color?
he's blue.
Yeah.
Because he gets to put a shield token on himself, or well, any friendly and enemy unit, and then when he attacks, he gets to kill
So
an
you could
enemy
go
unit.
blue green ECL, or you could
Yeah,
do some
blue.
kind of weird Finnick.
Yep. There's also a yellow event in this set that allows you to ambush, similar to Timely Intervention.
Anakin's not too bad here.
All right. We got the Father. We can probably put that neural together pretty soon. I think we're missing one of them. And you got another Obi-Wan and the Second Sister. All right. Yeah, see, Sith Legionnaire is going to be a pretty good draft card. He gets pumped up pretty good. And I'm just going to throw this pack all over the place. All right, we need a second showcase. Let's see it happen. Not quite, but I think that's the first. That might be the first Mother Talisman that we've pulled. Tyrannus. Sindralig. All right, we're starting to pick up on our
Hyperspace
legendaries
foil
here.
Father.
Nice. We're starting to pick up on our hyperspaces. And my Grand Inquisitor is not quite the same, but this one's probably better. It's the legendary
I like that
unit.
one better.
It's a legendary unit, and he's actually really good. Old Daka again. Here we go into hyperspace in the sun. Into a Degoyan Master. I think Degoyan Master is gonna be one of those that most people sleep on, and it's going to end up being a little bit better than it looks. Kind of how it took a long time for people to start running Mon Mothma in their decks for Rebel stuff, but she got a lot of play in set 4 for getting card draw. This is definitely our first Barisafi. I'm looking forward to seeing how she works. Lothwolf, Kanan's favorite turn 1 play. We've got a Premonition of Doom. It's a pretty nice card. And then we get the Tier 1 version of the Grand Inquisitor. Alright. And 2 Qui-Gons, Aether Sprite.
11 legendaries out of that box.
Are you including the Prestige in that count?
Yeah.
I normally exclude them because all of the Prestige is technically on the same rarity.
Gotcha.
Some of them are more sought after, but they have the
Yeah.
same pull rate. But I think if you get 6, you're in a pretty good spot. If you get 6 non-Prestige legendaries in your box.
Oh, prestige. Okay, so I see.
The Plo Koon, that guy is bonkers if you're running a force base. He gets grit the moment he attacks. So he can punch.
It would be 6 without the other, and then there was 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, there you go. That's a very good.
Prestige.
That's still a good. Good. When you do see Prestige, seeing the legendary ones are very nice. That's another Snoke. Jedi in Hiding. Neon Strike.
It was
Dog
2
fight.
Darth Malix is what it was. 1 foil, 1 non.
Nice. This might be the first second sister we pulled. She and Flurry. This is the yellow event I was telling you about for Vader. Into a Mythosaur. Alright, we're at 4 out of 6. We got a Stinger Mantis. It's going to be a good ship to play with Qui-Gon. I think it plays a little bit less good into the Cal Kestis deck, which is kind of strange. Obi-Wan Kenobi, great leader. Probably the best in the set. Alright, second Ogdo Bogdo. Into a Drengir spawn. Into a Tier 2 Balin Skull. That artwork is really good.
Wow, that was odd. Not a single rare or legendary in that pack.
Yeah, that's... Well, so you should have a rare in the last foil slot.
Not by rarity, maybe by rare card, but there were no rare cards in this pack.
That's what I'm saying. That's an anomaly. The 7th foil card, like from after the leader, should be either a rare or a legendary, and sometimes the one in front of that is. All right, we got another Kit Fisto. So I understand if it happens, it happens, but it would be an anomaly.
Yeah. Well, we all know that if an anomaly is going to happen,
yeah, you're going to get it. That's for sure.
It's going to
All right,
be
we got a
me.
Tier 2 Darth Vader to go with our hyperspace Darth Vader.
Nice. Now he's just a unit, right?
He's just a unit. He was very good though. He's going to be very sought after. Jedi Sentinel into Balin Skull. We're just collecting all the Balin Skulls. In our last pack for box 3. So far hasn't been like as stand out as the first 2 boxes, but that's just because of how amazing they were. I mean, we got 2 Darth Vaders, and I just said it's not an amazing box. That tells you how good we've had it so far. All right, let's go through and see what we can find. Cheer Imwe, probably my favorite blue uncommon. We got a Zuckus
Oh,
here.
there we go.
I want that. I'm not kidding. I want that. All right, we got another legendary here. Into another legendary. Double legendary pack. Hyperspace and Hyperfoil. That puts us at 7 legendaries. That's the most we've had outside of the Prestige slot. And 2 Vaders and our first Yoda. I'm going to call that a successful box, and I'll see you again for box 4. Thanks for watching.